my friends from Sager Marine hooked me up with this 2023 Lund Pro V Bass 2075 XS this year. Boat's been great this season. Just wanted to give a brief walkthrough so you can see how I've rigged this and how I've organized everything inside the boat. Starting at the back, we got the 2023 Mercury Pro XS. I went with the 250. That's the max horsepower for this platform. We have that rigged up to a 10-inch Atlas hydraulic jack plate with dual 10-foot Minn Kota talons on the brackets that go right to the jack plate. The jack plate's been really important this year, being able to get up on plane in shallow water or drop that motor all the way down if I'm running big water to get me through the waves and chop. Starting at the back of the boat, this rear compartment houses my cranking battery and all my shutoffs. Underneath the seat, there's extra storage on both sides. This side I have my house battery, as well as some extra storage along the side. Coming over, one of the best features about this boat is the Lund livewell system. Massive livewell. You can divide it off if you need to have two separate livewells or one big one. You got your recirculation, you got your pump out, just with the push in or pull out of this. So great live well, keeps my fish nice and healthy for weighing. In the back over here, this is where I keep all my tools. I got extra storage here, and then again underneath this bench seat I have storage for a co-angler, or any extra stuff I'm taking out on the water can go right underneath this seat. Moving up to the console, went with Humminbird. I got the Solix 12 right here on the dash. I have down scan, 2D, and side scan. As well, I'm running a Navionics chip in the map. It's very helpful up here on these lakes to know where every single drop off or shoal is. Have the trim switch on the left and my Atlas hydraulic jack plate on the right. We threw the Atlas hydraulic jack plate right down here, the gauge over there. Just plenty of room. You have some side bin storage over here next to the console, as well as side bin storage over here next to your passenger. Both seats flip up so you can get those backs out of the way when you're fishing. A lot of times in big water, if I'm just drifting, especially out on Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, I'll actually stand down here and run the boat with my remote. Just a much safer platform. Having this extra space is really helpful. Underneath this back step is where I'm keeping all my cull tags, my scale, my G-juice, everything for fish care is right under here. Nice little storage bin. This front step is awesome. It comes with a igloo cooler. I've removed that. That's where I keep all my leader line, all the baits I'm using for the day. Just a nice little day box. Coming up to the front of the boat, this center storage right here is built for rods. Something a little different, I tailored it to my liking, is I removed the rod storage out of here and I built a platform for all my tackle. So my tackle is always going to be accessible. I have all my hard baits and terminal tackle up here, always accessible whether I have rods on the left or right side of my deck. And then where your tackle's supposed to be, I made that rod storage by removing the wall from the front compartment. I have all my rods laid out. All my required life preservers are there to pad the rods, and I can fit several rods. I mean, this is just scratching the surface of the amount of rods you can fit inside these compartments. Moving over here in front of the console, you have your built-in cooler. I can keep ice in here all day, no problem. Definitely deep. An entire case of water fits here with at least 10 pounds of ice. Coming up, we have all my soft plastic storage in here. It's storage for days in this boat. I never run out of room. And then I have another extra storage for odds and ends, stuff I don't use as much, up here in this little smaller compartment. Still super deep, just as deep as the other compartments. Up on the bow, we're running the 52-inch Minn Kota Ultrex. It's a 36 volt, 112 pound thrust. I have my live scope LVS 34 transducer hooked up right to the trolling motor. I'm running the Garmin GPS map 1022 with another 10-inch Solix up front for my mapping and down and side imaging. We got the Talon foot switch up here so I can drop those talons if I'm in shallow water. Plenty of room up here. You can fish 2-3 on the front deck, no problem at all with casting. All these electronics that you see were rigged out by Sager Marine right there at their shop. So stop in if you're getting new electronics, getting a new boat from them. They're your one-stop shop. They can rig everything up for you, get it working right, and get the angle of the transducer that's super hard to get sometimes on some of these hulls. They can get that dialed in perfect for you. Super happy with the overall performance of this boat. At first, I wasn't too sure about going tin, but making the switch, I've definitely been super thankful this year with a lot of big water on Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, some of the Finger Lakes. I've never questioned if it was safe to go out. This boat handles it well, cuts right through the waves. You can get right on top of them, and this boat's been awesome. The amount of storage and the amount of room to move around has been unmatched. Really, really loving this boat and can't wait to see what next year has in store for it.